So, hi everybody. Happy 4th, you treasonal colonials. No, I hope everyone has a happy 4th. I'm going to be barbecuing later. We've got some people coming over. In fact, we were going to hit the beach, but the weather, it's like drizzly. Looks like it's going to rain. It poured down last night, so I guess, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so let me start with you, LEECOLE, okay? Now, you were saying you've given me so many chances. Well, thanks, Lee, but you know, what it is, Lee, with you, you embroiled me in some crap. Everything was okay, but you cannot, like, keep everything okay. You've always got to be doing stuff behind the scenes that, you know, you're like a nest of vipers is what you all are. And you're the head viper, Lee, as far as I'm concerned. So cast your mind back to when you were doing the trip. Remember the trip to go and see Raymundi, the trip that never was and was never meant to be and was never going to happen? Remember that trip? And then you had to, you know, you had heart problems and whatever, which was a load of old crap, all lies again. Anyway, at that time, me, Johnny Mac, and a friend were going back and forth at that time. And what you did was not just that, NB was on Johnny Mac pretty tough, I think, at that time. And so what happened is you contacted them and said that you had you were going to create a truce between NB, me, Johnny Mac, and the other person. And what you actually did was you didn't talk to me at all. You told them you had spoken to me and everything was fine because they were willing to pay at that time to make it stop. Not pay us, but you wanted that they would pay whoever orchestrated it. And it was up to $500. And what happened is, I think the other guy was going to pay 500 and Johnny Mac said he would pay 2. And what happened is you lied to them and said that you had spoken to me and that everything was all fine and dandy. I believe you also said the same thing about MB, but I'm not 100 on that one, but it was something to that effect. And Johnny Mac paid you $200, which once everybody realized you hadn't spoken to anyone and that here we go with you on the scam again, you promised to pay Johnny Mac back his $200, which you still haven't to this day. You know, now, not that he cares about it or not, I don't know, who cares, you know, but that's what happened there, Lee. You embroiled me in something I had no idea about, being sneaky, being underhanded, and being fraudulent yet again. So, you know, whatever. Now, you sat up there and said, you know, you're going to come after me, you're going to be ruthless, this and that. Okay, Lee, I guess it's game on. You know, we've been down this road before, and you know, you actually got up there and lied again. I don't know what it is with you guys. You know, I don't mind if you get up and tell the truth, but you're up there lying again. You know. In fact, I'm going to, Jessie and I are going to go through the videos and we're going to start putting up some videos of your lies. I mean, you know, I never contacted your son contacted me. I didn't hunt him down. I didn't look him out, none of the above. I mean, I've said this over and over, you know, I'm not going to keep, it's like I have to keep repeating myself. But you know good and well that's not true. I didn't seek your son out. And in fact, you know, hopefully, well, you know, we can't trust FBS to tell you the truth, but he knew all about it. So he knew the son reached out to me, actually. So, you know, whether or not he'll tell you that. I don't know, but I know, and we'll see what happens with that. Actually, we'll see. So and now it's Jessie. Jessie was a wrench in your chat for a long time. I think when I first met him, he was a wrench in your chat. I don't know what really your issue is with Jessie. He hasn't really said anything about you, has he? And you were up there telling some guy, don't talk about people you don't know. Well, you don't know him. So you might want to take your own advice. But anyway, like I said, that's how, you were saying that you're giving me chances. No, you've had many chances, Lee, and every time you turn around, even right now, look at what you're doing, scheming and plotting, you've got everybody's back. The thing is, he's saying he'll take a bullet for you, FBS, he'll take a bullet for Harambe, and turns out he's the one holding the gun. Literally. He tried to mess with your money, wanted telling Angel, don't deal with you. She wasn't going to deal with you anyway, but, that's besides the point. He's going behind your back. You didn't read those messages because it's true and you don't want to admit it, but he literally went behind your back and was trying to get Angel not to entertain you. He texted her, I put them up. He called her. So he was pretty desperate to, not have you engage and make this money. And Lee, and that's true. In any event, that's fine. And Jean Borello, trying to get him locked up because it didn't work out the way he wanted to, And Danny Trio, I advise you to keep your eye firmly on Lee, because everything might be hunky-dory right now, but Lee can't help himself. And he already kind of slipped up trying to say that you two split the money when we know that's not true, because he slipped up and said it a little later. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, Lee, whatever you want to do, sweetheart, okay? Now then, the reason for me going on that show, now they said that that was a plan. The whole plan was for me to come on their side, denounce everyone or whatever over this side, so that you all kicked me to the curb. And then once I'd done that, they were going to kick me out the circle, right? So, okay, let's take a look at that, because people are still saying, why did I go on the show? I was advised not to. That's true by a whole panel. But the issue was, see, I was going to do the show the next day with Johnny Mac, not that night. And like I said, as soon as I came off from MB's show, I'm told, oh, he's up there trashing you again, like 2 times in one day. I don't think anyone on here would just let that happen, or maybe they would. I don't know. You're better than me, but that's why I ended up going on there. And I did ask first. I asked Jesse what he thought, and he said, no, go on, like I said, and keep it short. Now, okay, so that was their goal. Now, an FBS said, oh, I turned into this sweet, nice person because I'm afraid of him. Hell no, I'm not. You must be crazy. I'm not scared of none of you. Not one of you up there. Okay? We were having a discussion. Now, if I'd have been up there ranting and raving and screaming and calling you every name under the sun, I would have been accused of, oh, I can't hold a conversation, I can't, whatever. You were also very nice too. So what's your excuse? Are you afraid of me? I thought we were having a discussion, and in the beginning it might have been a bit tense, but it kind of, as it went on, you know, I did come away thinking, to be honest, did I think this was going to last? Absolutely not. I thought it might a week or so because that's what's happened in the past, but I didn't really think, oh gosh, is, you know, here we are, we're at truth. No, and at the end of the day, all right, how did it work out for you? How did it work out for you? Because in my mind, when, you know, whenever we've made a truth, it's basically the video's down, don't talk about you, you don't talk about me. That's actually what I came away with. I wasn't thinking, you know, I guess you all must have been thinking I was going to get up and denounce people and, you know, apologize to everybody over there and blah, blah, blah. I guess that's what you thought was going to happen, but that was never a thought in my head. Whether we come to an agreement, a truce or not, I was still sticking to my beliefs. You know, that hadn't changed. Nothing had changed as far as that for me. So that whole thing that you did, showing text message, you know, we're going to get it was pointless. It was pointless because I wasn't going to do what you thought I was going to do. That makes no sense. You know, why would I be saying, I'm not up here saying one thing, you know, and I've been saying it for months, you know, and then come back and, oh, because you've let me in the circle now, I'm going to, you know, denounce people. No. So, you know, that I just think, you know, thinking about it, it was a pointless exercise. It was. And my reasons for going on and not getting off, as I said in my last video, I did have a choice. I could have got off, but then it looks like I'm running. I'm a coward and, you know, I can't face you and I'm afraid of you. Or I could stay, and I stayed. But I wasn't being, oh, sweet and nice because, you know, I mean, we did kind of laugh at the end, but I had to laugh. You know, Johnny Mac, you're ridiculous what you said at the end there. And, you know, but other than that, I thought it was cordial, and you know, I didn't need to be ranting and raving and screaming, and you know I'm capable of that. You know, you didn't come at me in that way, so I didn't come at you in that way. Okay, so that's where that is. Now then, Tony Pizza, it's time you had a serious wake-up call, and the reason is, I watched a little bit of your show last night. I'd gone to bed early, actually. I wasn't feeling that great. And actually, I think I've got a bit of a cold coming on now. But anyway, and I caught a bit of your video and you were upset because Johnny Mac hadn't given you a wrench in his chat or any of your people. See, the thing is, Tony, what you don't understand or didn't understand. Now, I've seen you a couple of weeks now, you know, when people go in your chat and they talk crap about Johnny or whatever, whoever, you know, you block them, you kick them out, you've sung his praises, basically. You've said what a good guy he is, he's still your friend. Now, the thing is, you know, when you and him, what had happened was I did a video, I think a couple of days before, and I read the text from Johnny Mac, and I said, you know, and towards the end of them, I had said to him that he's going to have to make a choice because they're not going to allow, because what happened is you started going after Harambe and they didn't like that. So what they did is, and I told Johnny Mac, he's going to have to make a choice. And I said, choose wisely. You can go back and look at the video. I said, choose wisely. I said, and if it were up to me, if it were my choice, I would choose you over them any day of the week. And you see why now. You see why. Because what's happened is they only let you in. They didn't let you in the full circle. They let you be on the outside, you know, the skirts of it. The only reason they did that is because they wanted all the creators, when this doxing went down, they wanted all the creators with them. to bring, you know, MRE down, basically, was what that was. And so they let you into the circle for that reason. Now, this is true because when I got back from Jamaica, as soon as I landed, I had a couple of phone calls, actually, because I hadn't, you know, I couldn't really get on over. I could, but, you know, I'm on vacation. I wasn't really bothered with YouTube at that point. But obviously, I knew what was going on, and I hadn't said anything yet. And so they were trying to catch me before I said anything, you know, and basically they wanted the same thing. They wanted me to denounce. And I didn't do that. And I've said why 50,000 times. I'm not going to say it again. And so, you know, that's what happened there. But what happened, Tony, when you started going after Harambe, that's when they gave Johnny Mac a choice. They said, if you still be friendly with him, we're not going to have anything to do with you. They were going to kick him out the circle. And he has so badly wanted to be in that circle for months and months on end that he's not going to get kicked out of there. No, not for you. And you thought, you know, you were these tight friends because he was one of your first subscribers, and he did give you your first money, apparently. And, you know, but you see now, I hope, the real him. You know, they're a nest of vipers. And so what happened is he was given the choice, and he chose that side. So the last couple of weeks where you've been saying, you know, Johnny's my friend, even though we're not speaking, we don't speak, but, you know, we're still friends. You really weren't. He was in people's chats talking shit on you. He was. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm surprised none of your people have seen that. But see, when anybody ever said anything to you about him, you'd kick him out. You know, you weren't listening. But he'd been in other people's chat bashing you. Same way he's did with me, and, you know, these shows after show, you know, that he's doing. You know, this is the man that said, because you thought he just wanted peace, he wanted to just do his birdhouses, whatever, and that's what he said. But how many shows is it he's been on bashing people? Me, Angel, you know, now he's trying to bash Angel now too. Angel doesn't even know who he is or care, you know. But anyway, that's what happened. I mean, basically, he was bashing you. And then when you spoke to him and he said he would give you a wrench, now you see, when you got in there, what did they do? They bashed you. They bashed the hell out of you. What did he do? He was quiet. When you went in Lee's show, what did they do? They bashed you. You were trying to go at Danny Trio, and he was up there. He was in that panel. You know, you see, they have to have a panel, and he didn't say anything. He didn't say, "Oh, look, Tony's my friend." He didn't defend you at all. And the reason is, you know, he wasn't trying to be your friend. They'd given him a choice. He chose them, and if he'd have given you a wrench, they would have kicked him out the circle. So that's what that's about. So just understand that, Tony. You know, that he tried to accuse me of being in your chat, deleting people. That was him. That was him. And I'll tell you how I know that was him, is like I said on my last video. If I'd have changed the name of my channel, everyone would have seen it, you know, that it was me. If I made up a channel and called it Johnny Mac, when I came into your chat, I wouldn't have had a wrench because he's already got a wrench. He's got the wrench, right? So the person that was in there under Johnny Mac, deleting everybody, had a wrench. So that's why I believe it to be him. But he tried to blame me, but that's okay, whatever. You know, I know what I do. I know what I don't do. So I think that's something that you need to understand, and stop trying to be his friend. He's not trying to be your friend. He will do anything to stay in the circle. Anything, as you can see. You know, he's supposed to be doing birdhouses and stuff. He doesn't like the drama. He wants to stay out of the drama. Well, you could have fooled me, Johnny Mac, but anyway, it is what it is. You know, and as for trying to put me on an island, let me tell you something. Newsflash, me and Jessie have been on an island really since we've been on here. We do our own thing, you know. I was fighting for months and months with Lee and MB and that. I was on my own. I mean, with Jessie, you know. And then when pizza kind of came on the scene, then okay, you know, a couple of people defended me or whatever. And lately, you know, Angel and I have become friends. I like her a lot, and it didn't start out that way, but you know, I do. I got to talking with MB. You know, I liked her, and we've been on each other's panels or shows or whatever here and there. Yeah, we have. So what? You lot can't seem to do a show without all 6 of you getting up there. You know, it's pathetic. I think it's really pathetic. But whatever floats your boat, you know. And so I'm going to get ready to go. However, I have an announcement. Jessie and I are going to start doing some shows together. Probably, like I said before, once a week. I'm not going to be on here every day doing this back and forth, you know. I'm concentrating on the book, and I mean that. But you know, at the weekend, maybe on a Saturday, Jessie's going to start joining me. You know, we're pushing the channel in a different direction. We are, especially once the book's done. You know, we ain't got time for all this nonsense. And you know, I know, Lee, you're feeling yourself right now. You're all puffed out because you think you're protected, and you think, you know, oh, I'm the bee's knees all of a sudden. But you know, things change quickly on YouTube. They do. They change very quickly. So you never know what's going to happen. Anyway, so yeah, so you're going to meet Jessie, and he'll be able to speak for himself. So everybody have a great 4th. I'm going to go and fire up the barbecue, hopefully. It's kind of drizzling, so I'm hoping that, you know, it brightens up a little bit, because we were going to hit the beach. You know, I'm ready to sun, sea, sand. So everyone take care. Have a great day, everyone. And I'll see you all next week. Okay, thanks. Bye.